Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Evan and this is Sense or Sense. And today I'm here to try to save you a lot of sense by giving you information about the new BILT and Rakuten partnership. This is a huge deal. There have been some rumors over the last several months on Reddit and other pages about the fact that BILT was teaming up with Rakuten. Now, I'm not going to talk about the basics of Rakuten and earning cash back or points with Rakuten on this particular video because those are all over the internet and there are people trying to self-promote that a lot. So you're going to find lots of videos. Go out there and find a good video on how Rakuten can benefit you with cash back. And you can do that pretty easily. What I am going to talk about today is how I plan on using this partnership for the first 6 months of the partnership. That's what BILT is allowing for any status member at BILT to use this partnership to get a 1-for-1 transfer of cash back at Rakuten deposited as points in your BILT account. And that's what I'm going to use. So it's important to note that it's only 6 months. So it starts, I believe, whenever you activate it and goes 6 months from there. It's also important to note that Rakuten, if you're not familiar, only pays out once every quarter. So right now they're about ready to pay out in the middle of November. They'll pay out again in the middle of February, and then they'll pay out again in May. So that 6 month period of time is going to be essentially encapsulated in those 3 payouts, depending on when you sign up and whether or not you have points in Rakuten right now or not. Now, the points that you have in Rakuten right now, if you go through the process that's described in this video, you will be able to essentially take the money from your Rakuten account, that's either cash back or possibly if you were sending it to Amex membership rewards, then you are going to essentially be able to convert that to BILT points. And what I want to do is I want to talk about that a little bit in this video. I also want to tell you guys, this is going to be major for the upcoming holiday, Black Friday, as well as holiday shopping online, because now you can effectively get some additional transfer partners through BILT, and that's the reason why this is so important. So let's dive right into it. I want to read some information that I got from BILT yesterday. Let me pull up this email that I got yesterday, and it says, shopping just got way more rewarding. The Reddit rumors are true. Our highly anticipated partnership with Rakuten is here. Now you can earn BILT points at thousands of favorite stores when you shop with Rakuten, adding to the 45,000 plus neighborhood merchants where BILT members are already earning rewards. Explore endless earnings options from things like Walgreens at 2x spend, Sephora 2x spend, to seasonal specials like the upcoming Big Deal Reveal, where you can earn over 20x BILT points on spend at eligible stores. And actually, I just got an email this morning after this was released to me that Land's End is a 20x Rakuten right now. So think about this for a second. 20x Rakuten, that means you're getting 20 cents per dollar essentially back. If you combine this with the ideas that I'm going to talk about in this video, you could effectively get almost 50% off anything at Land's End right now with this deal. So let's get into this. It says how it works. You got to link your Rakuten account and set BILT points as your payment method. Browse eligible stores in your BILT app and shop with Rakuten. Your Rakuten cashback earnings will deposit as BILT points quarterly. This partnership transforms your shopping list into valuable rewards, buying a new TV at Best Buy this weekend, etc., etc. Your membership benefits. For a limited time for the next 6 months, it says earn 1,000 BILT points for every $10 in Rakuten cashback. Blue members or higher will earn 1,000 BILT points for every $10 of Rakuten cashback deposited automatically every quarter. Okay, so it's important to note, again, this is only for 6 months. I will probably change back to the Amex, where you get your points in Amex points after this 6 months. But in the meantime, this is very, very beneficial. So that's the email that was sent out. Now, it is important to note, I go to several different websites. One of which is the Frequent Miler Insiders Earn Miles Without Flying. That's the Facebook page, actually, not website. And there's some guys over there. Greg Davis Keene is great. He came out with a list of things that you have to do to make this work, and this is critical. So he said today's Rakuten and BILT introduced the ability to earn BILT points from Rakuten's shopping portal. For at least the next 6 months, the rate will be 1-to-1, just like when you're earning Amex points in the past. you'll earn 1 BILT point per penny earned from the portal. After 6 months, those BILT Elite status members of silver or higher will get 1-to-1. So that's the important part. If you are silver or higher, you'll still maintain the 1-to-1 transfer from Rakuten over to BILT. But if not, I would change back to Amex or cashback at that point, because I think it's going to something like half cent from 1, and that's not going to be very good. Here are some things that he learned from connecting his account earlier in the day. Your Rakuten and BILT email address must match. It was super fast and easy to change if you needed to change the email both with either Rakuten or BILT. To link accounts, you need to find the Rakuten option in the BILT app or website. The website link is the following, and I'll put that in the description below because this is important. You cannot go to Rakuten and link the two there yet, at least not as of yesterday. The only way I was able to do it was to use this direct link that BILT was sending out to their members via email, and that allowed them to either sign up for Rakuten and then link the two accounts together if you didn't have an account already, or you could use this and link your current Rakuten to your BILT rewards, but the email addresses have to match. The link in this, I'm going to put a link in the description below. That is going to be a referral. This is the first time I've done this. I think it's worth your while. BILT is offering 2,500 points, which is equivalent to $25 or thereabouts. If you do the link that I'm going to attach in the description below, that's my own personal referral, at least for the time being, it's $50 once you spend $50 through a Rakuten link. So that's the highest I've seen. Obviously, go out there and look and see if the offer stands when you're ready to do it. But I would appreciate the support. I get a $50. I think I get a $50 deposit in my Rakuten account if you guys use that link to sign up. Again, it's better than anything else out there. That's the reason why I'm posting it. Greg goes on to say there doesn't seem to be a way to link an existing Rakuten account without creating a new Rakuten account, but if you click the link to create and link, it will actually just link as long as the emails match. Yeah, that's what I just said. So you have to use the link that they provide at BILT in order to link. You can't go to Rakuten and do it right now. Points earned from Rakuten don't count towards your BILT Elite status. So please understand, in order to get silver status at BILT right now, you have to spend something like $10,000 over the year to get to silver status. So this is why this is highly critical the first 6 months that you get the 1-to-1 transfer ratio, because if you're not silver status or higher after the 6 months, you're going to get a much lower ratio and it's not going to make sense unless you're spending that $10,000 or more per year. After 6 months, payouts may change for those with BILT Elite status, and then I recommend switching back to Amex if less than a 1-to-1 transfer. Yep, that's exactly what I said. So this is what I agree with as well, and what I wanted to tell you guys too is how I plan on using this to super leverage my cash back during Black Friday and going into the holidays. So obviously, Rakuten does a lot of 10x and even sometimes targeted 15x deals, so the equivalent of 10 and 15% cash back, but now you can convert them to points, which is 10 points or 15 points per dollar spent. And what I plan on doing is, with Amex, I am not able to transfer those points out from Amex like I was before to a couple of different places, one of which is my main focus, Hyatt. I use Hyatt hotels a lot, and Hyatt is a BILT transfer partner. And so what I plan on doing is when they have those, say 5, 10, 15x, even 20x, like I was telling you about on targeted individual stores, I plan on buying the things that I would normally buy and or gifts for people using those targeted offers to get the 5, 10, 15, or 20x. And then I plan on, at the end of the quarter, all those points being transferred over to BILT, and then I plan on sending those points at 1,000 or more at a time, so they have to be in 1,000 increments in order to transfer to Hyatt. But I plan on transferring in many thousands of points increments. So let's say, I think right now I have something like 7,000 points right now at Rakuten that are going to get transferred over actually next week. But over the next couple months, I should be doing a lot of shopping for the holidays, and it won't be uncommon for me to have 20 or 30,000 points potentially in my Rakuten account. Those will get transferred over to BILT, and then as long as I can send those out to Hyatt at 1,000 points at a time, which at some point I'll probably have between 20 and 30,000 would be my guess points, I can send those out to Hyatt. Each point at Hyatt to me is worth 2.5 cents per point. So you can see how this gets really big really quickly. On the 10x, the 15x, the 20x deals at Rakuten, I'm going to be transferring those out 1-to-1. So I'm going to be getting 10 BILT points, 15 BILT points, 20 BILT points, and then I'm going to effectively transfer those to Hyatt to get 2.5 cents per point. So that just takes every point that I have and multiplies them by essentially 2.5. So on the 10x Rakuten rewards, I'm essentially getting 25x. So I'm getting the equivalent of 25% cash back, because I'm converting the points to a cash equivalent. So 10x points going over from Rakuten to BILT, then I'm equating those to 2.5 cents per point, and that's 25% equivalent cash back on those purchases, or towards my Hyatt stays. And I have quite a few Hyatt stays planned for next year. I actually have quite a few that I need to book. I make regular routine trips to and from New Mexico to visit our property up there, and I stay at a Hyatt there just outside of Santa Fe and sometimes outside of Albuquerque. And I use between 6,000 and 15,000 points a night, depending on the time of the year, for each one of those nights that I book. And I'll probably stay a minimum, between 10 and 15 nights over the next, in 2026, the end of 2025 and through 2026. So you can see how these points start to rack up real quickly. If you're not a big Hyatt fan, there are some other places that you can transfer them to. Southwest is also one of the partners with BILT that you don't hear a whole lot about, but it is one of the only transfer partners, if not the only transfer partner, to get points over to Southwest. I don't like to take Southwest a whole lot these days, but domestically, if I have to fly somewhere real close to, say, somewhere like Phoenix or Northern California, something like that from Dallas, obviously my hub being here in Dallas is Love Field, and that's their main hub for Southwest. And so sometimes if I can get points over there, I can take a real quick free trip across to see some relatives that live in California, or friends that live in Arizona, or relatives that live, in between the two. So that's what I'm doing. I plan on getting anywhere between 15 on the very low side and up to about 30 to maybe even 40% cashback equivalent using this Rakuten deal linked with BILT over the next 6 months. So in the description below, like I said, I will have a referral link to get up to $50 cash back by signing up with the referral link at Rakuten. When you spend $50, you got to spend $50 on that. And then the other thing I'll have down there is the link that you need to have from the BILT side in order to get your Rakuten to link with your BILT rewards account. So if you don't have BILT rewards, go sign up. Make sure you use the same email addresses that you're going to use at Rakuten. Then sign up at Rakuten using my referral link if you can do so. If you have one or the other, sign up for the other one with the matching email address, and then use the BILT link to actually link them together. Now, one important thing to note is that the cash back that you're going to get in your Rakuten account is going to show as cash right now. There should be a little line item below where it shows your pending cash back that says that this will be transferred to BILT as points on a certain date. I think it's the 16th of November for this quarter, and then fast forward, it's going to be, in February of 2026, and it will say that. It will say your cash back will be transferred to BILT in the form of points on this date, something like that. Make sure that it says that, because if it doesn't, it could be set up for just cash back. So this is a little bit different than the Amex rewards. The Amex rewards used to show Amex points on the Rakuten screen. This shows cash back that's going to be converted once it gets over to your BILT account. So that's important for you to understand as well. But guys, this is huge for holiday shopping. This should save everybody. If you can transfer it to Hyatt or Southwest or something like that, it could definitely double, if not triple, the amount of cash back you're getting from Rakuten, and I consider that to be a major win. We're very close to 500 subscribers. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Please like and share this video. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate all you subscribers. Until next time, thank you.